The great cardiac vein is this blue one in the front, right next to the anterior interventricular artery, and it kind of ducts out into the coronary sinus. The posterior cardiac vein is this little one on the back. And the middle cardiac vein is the one in the middle on the back. And then the small cardiac vein is the small one on the front. So you have great and small, middle and posterior, with the coronary sinus at the top.
Wait, can you show the small one?
This little guy, right next to the right marginal. For the vena cava, those are both feeding right into the right atrium. This would be the superior vena cava at the top, number 8. And then the inferior vena cava is number 60 at the bottom. That'll be somewhere. I'm not sure where that is on the list. Okay, now from the superior vena cava, you have 2 brachiocephalic veins right here. So these are the brachiocephalics right here. They're number 7. And they split into the subclavians, so one on each side, just like the arteries here. They also split into jugulars, 2 internal jugular veins, the big ones, right next to the common carotids, and then 2 external jugular veins, which are right next to the thyrocervical arteries. Yeah, so brachiocephalic, subclavian, internal jugular, external jugular. And then on the back, right next to the vertebral artery, vertebral veins are the blue ones. So number 22 are the vertebral veins. The sinuses I'll ask on that chart, so let's hold off on those. I'll show you in a minute. For the arms, could you hold the Okay, so the arm, as the subclavian, just like in the arteries, as the subclavian goes out into the armpit, it becomes the axillary. From the axillary, there are 3 branches. This is sometimes easier to see on the APR because these wires got all twisted, but the cephalic is the most lateral of the branches. So this one outside is a cephalic. The brachial is the one right next to the brachial artery, kind of in the middle next to the bone. And then the basilic is the big one that's really medial. They actually go in alphabetical order, so it would be cephalic, brachial, basilic. So from medial out, basilic, brachial, cephalic. The median cubital, see how it makes kind of an M at the elbow? That's M for median cubital. So that's that. And then you have the radial and ulnar. Oh, not radial and ulnar. Okay, so just down. Oh, there's it. That's weird. Okay, so radial, right next to the radial artery, but blue on the radius. And then the ulnar, right next to the ulna, right next to the ulnar artery. And then you have the palmar plexus, which are the blue in the palm, and the dorsal plexus, which are the blue on the back of the hand. Okay, the azygous vein is also on this model. It's number 52, right here, right on the back, coming off the superior vena cava. That's the azygous. Inferior vena cava, we already did. That's this one down here. Now the hepatics are pretty much the same as the arteries on the stomach. So you've got the right gastric vein and the left gastric vein is the left side of the circle. The left gastroepiploic and the right gastroepiploic. So it's the same as the arteries, just blue. The splenic, same as the artery, just blue. The only one that's a little bit different is the hepatic portal vein. It's right next to the common hepatic artery, but it's called the hepatic portal vein. For the adrenal and the renal and the gonadal, those will be in the book or in APR. Same as the lumbar. The iliacs will be all the same as the arteries, and let's actually go do them on the chart now.